Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back, it's Jordan here. It is 4 a.m. and we're about to embark on a journey to the Rocky Mountains to do some snowboarding. Let's go! All right, 5 hours later, we have arrived at our snowy destination. I'm all geared up here and ready to go. Got my little 360 camera here to help capture some extreme footage. I'm pumped up to go out for a rip on the Orca. It's gonna be sick. So started the day with a gondola ride, and now I'm on the chairlift, which is taking us to the top of the mountain. And this is where we're at right now. Beautiful sunny day. Gonna get some amazing photos here. I love this place when it's sunny. That's why it's called Banff Sunshine. And I'm on a heated chairlift with the cover. I don't have the cover down right now, but yeah. This place is amazing. I cannot wait to rip. We're just so lucky that it has snow. This is one of the only mountains that's open right now this time of year, which is surprising because it's almost December. Like, look at that view. I don't think you can beat that, hey? Woo! We're gonna take this chairlift to go to the very top because it looks like there's some fresh snow. So this chair is actually known as the Continental Divide, and it's the top of Sunshine Village. And the reason it's called Continental Divide is because it actually goes into British Columbia and then back into Alberta. I like ripping the blue run right here, but there's a black diamond that was nice fresh powder. I didn't film any clips just because I wanted to focus on ripping that powder. Didn't want the camera distraction. But yeah, we're just ripping as fast as we can there, doing just some carves, you know. It's fun, just going fast, getting some speed going. You know, there's just no better feeling. You get the heart going a little bit there and get the wind in your face and you just feel free. That's awesome. Having a great time. Probably done like 10 runs already. Only fallen once in the powder there. I will say it is hard to film and snowboard at the same time because I'm holding this like big selfie stick and you rely on your like hand motion or arm motion for balance. But I'll for sure share some more runs. Also, we got a fun night tonight because we're going to be spending the night in Banff, Alberta. One of the most beautiful cities in the world, I would say. You know, it is funny rewatching these types of videos because I don't think the cameras do a great job of depicting how big these mountain ranges are. Also, I don't think the cameras do a great job of depicting how fast you're going. Maybe you just feel like you're ripping really fast, but right now we've got about 1.25 meters or 125 centimeters of snow. So as you can see, not all the runs are open, unfortunately. It's been a warm fall, but happy to see there's lots of snow here in Banff, Alberta, that's for sure. From what I recall, I don't think the mic is very good on this like 360 action camera, but we've made our way to a different part of the mountain that I haven't hit up this year yet, so we'll see what it's like. Pretty choppy. There's a cliff right here that I normally hit. I have not hit it this year, so I'll just jump up and beat the kick. Woo! Okay. Probably do it with a bit more speed next time. Oh. Powder. Trees. Little cliff here. Oh! Okay. Get choppy. This cliff too. Okay, yeah. Wasn't too bad. Holy cow, a little bit too fast. Wrong run. Now you see what I mean about snowboarding with the camera. I get like so fixated on the camera, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a big drop right there, and I'm going too fast. Speed check, boom, hit the drop. Oh, I almost like eat it. It's like, yeah. It's hard snowboarding with distractions. It's you know, you shouldn't snowboard with distractions. It's just like driving, really dangerous a little bit, actually. You know, I didn't go too crazy on this trip here. I mostly just like ripped blue runs just because some of the black diamonds were pretty rocky, and also there wasn't a whole lot of tree runs open because there's a whole nother mountain known as Goat's Eye Mountain, and that's where all the crazy tree runs are. There's this run called Hell's Kitchen. I love ripping that thing. It's like incredible. I made a video of that I think last time we were here, and there's another one called Wild Wild West, and it is just wild. But there's not a whole lot of tree runs on this side of the mountain. So I just ripped some fresh snow. I feel like it's still a really good time to sort of take it easy on the mountain and go fast and hit some rollers while you're at it. It's a good time, that's for sure. You know, the scenery is just beautiful. I love it. You got the snow-covered trees on either side, and I can't wait for it to snow in Edmonton. It hasn't even snowed yet. Like, the grass is all brown and dead and everything's so dark. We just need the snow to come in and lighten it all up because it just feels dirty, you know? It's better when it's snow covered, that's for sure, especially when it gets dark so early. Like, it's dark by like 4:30 now, and it just needs that snow to brighten it up, that's for sure. You know, it's been a really harsh year for mountain resorts all across North America. Like, barely any of them have gotten any snow, so we're pretty lucky that Banff has gotten some snow. And there's actually 3 resorts here. There's Sunshine Village, where we're at today. There's Norquay, which I've never been to because it's smaller of the 2. And there's Lake Louise, which is about 45 minutes away, like a further drive. I love Lake Louise. I just never have the energy to take on that extra drive to get there, but we really should. It's really unfortunate that the conditions over the last few years have gone down like noticeably over like the last like 5 years. I remember like 10, 15 years ago, I think I started snowboarding when I was 12, but there was like way more snow. Like 125 centimeters is not a whole lot. Although it looks snow covered, when you go on like the steeper runs, there's still a bunch of exposed rock and stuff like that. So that's why I sort of just went on a bunch of greens and blues today, and then the odd black diamond and the odd tree run as well. But I really just was trying to take it easy. Also because the last couple times I've gone snowboarding, for some reason I always just like send it way too hard and I always injure myself. So I'm trying to not do that again. That's for sure. It's better not to be injured. But with that said, I do like going into the board parks. There was like this one little tiny board park with like some rails and some boxes, but there was like no jumps or anything. So there wasn't even that to freshen up the day. So half the mountain was closed, and there was also no board park. So I hate to say it, but I've been here so many times that I'm almost somewhat bored of Sunshine Village. I know, it's crazy to say that, but when only half the mountain's open and the board parks aren't open, it can become a little bit repetitive. I like to keep things fresh. That's why I got to try and hit up some different mountains this year, but there's literally no snow anywhere. But did you see that group of small skiers there? That was pretty cool, hey? There was all sorts of lessons going down all over the mountain, and it's really fun seeing the younger generation getting into the sport. Well, woo-wee, guys, what a great start to the day. Well, the majority of the day. We started at 5 a.m. and now it's like approaching 6 o'clock, but I'm back in my hotel room here. I had to do a quick run to town because I forgot some essential supplies. Picked up some new swim trunks because, of course, wanted to simply not go in the hot tub after snowboarding, and I forgot my swim trunks. Enjoyed a little 2 wolves in the hot tub as well. Don't worry, I put it in my pink travel mug. And then the last thing I had to pick up was something that I seem to always forget, toothpaste. But you know what? I did remember my Gala apple, so that's good. Okay, so I made my way out, had a night on the town there. It wasn't much of a night because I am simply exhausted. But they had the nice Christmas lights up everywhere, and of course there were
tons of stores that were selling Banff souvenirs. I've been to all those stores a gajillion times, and it's all sort of the same stuff. But I was looking for a Christmas gift for Mrs. Bricksie, but I just can't seem to find anything for her, so I don't know what I'm going to get her. But I did decide to get some chocolate from one of the chocolate stores here in town. There's multiple of those because, of course, this is just like a souvenir town. So I ended up getting some chocolate from the Fudgery for Mrs. Bricksie while enjoying a nice latte from Starbucks. Sort of kept me warm while I was out there. I also had some dinner, some spaghetti and meatballs. Pretty fun night, but nothing overly crazy, that's for sure. I'm an old man, 35 years old. 10 years ago, or when I was 18, I was just giving her on the hills, and I could go like 2-3 days in a row. But now I need to come up with a complicated decision here. I need to make a complicated decision and decide whether or not I'm going to go back tomorrow. I'm not going to go back to the hill that we were at, which is Sunshine Village. It's not a hill, it's a mountain. But I would go back to Lake Louise. It's about 45 minutes from Banff. And I haven't been there since I was 18. So it has been a long time. And I'm just thinking to myself, maybe I should go there. Apparently they have more snow there. And they've got like a gondola that goes to the bottom to the top. And you can just rip down and take this gondola up and down all day. And it's just like extreme. So yeah, I'm thinking about going to Lake Louise, but it means I have to buy another lift ticket, I have to drive more, and I'm an old man who's in pain. I guess I'll decide in the morning. So I woke up at 6 a.m. today, and I was like, nope, I'm not going snowboarding. But at least I'm in Banff, so I get to spend my morning in Banff. That's good. But it's a long day. It'd be like 7 hours of snowboarding and 6 hours of driving. And there's a bunch of stuff I got to do when I get home, so I'm just going to take it easy. I already enjoyed the hill as much as I like to enjoy it, and I didn't injure myself, so that's good. Now I'm just going to enjoy the town of Banff this morning. Only in Banff, everybody. Don't leave your gate open because you'll have unexpected visitors. Now I'm in the Christmas store. Yes, Banff has a dedicated Christmas store, and I decided that I'm going to get one of these little mini old school trees for our tree, and then for the kids' tree, I'm going to get a couple of these gnomes. Now we're doing some sweater shopping. Look at this. You can't beat the price, $15. I've got one that's camo. Gonna get some more. So it was a beautiful drive home through the mountains. Oh, it's just amazing. No matter how many times you go to Banff or to the Rocky Mountains, you're always just stunned by the scenery, especially when those mountains are snow-capped. And you know what? Got some inspiration from my mountains as well. I was definitely looking at some of those peaks and the way that the mountains can join, and got some inspiration for ours here in the Lego City. So it was definitely worth going down. And I had a great time, I had a great time snowboarding. I always do. It's amazing. Get some fresh air, get some exercise, and get some adrenaline pumping through the veins there, get the heart going. It's exhilarating. I love it. My favorite sport by far, way better than golf, I think. Way better. A little harder on the body though, that's for sure. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little vlog there as I took you to Banff, to Sunshine, to do some snowboarding. Maybe we'll go back again this year. I don't see why not. Have a great day. Thank you so much for coming by. Farewell. Bye for now.